How you doing, guys? This is Jack up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We just picked up a Jeep Grand Wagoneer, 1988. Got it about 6 months ago. Pretty rough, but she runs. And this video is concerning the rear tailgate window. It worked intermittently. It would go up and go down whenever it chose to when I worked the switch. And so with a bunch of tests, most people do find that it boils down to this section on the tailgate. Up by the locking latch is a safety switch. Bolts in right here, and when the tailgate is closed, the switch arm will come back and click and close the circuit to the harness, to the motor, and allow the window to operate up and down. So 2 screws, very simple. One there, one on the bottom. It popped out, and one word of caution is this harness here did not have this much slack. There was a retaining clip on the wires deep inside, and I had to use a long flathead screwdriver to pry the wires away, and it then allowed me some wiggle room to see what I was going to do with this harness and switch and figure out if I was going to jump or whatever. And you can see that's what I have now, just to test it, and it does work. So it completes the circus, and I know it's ugly, but hey, it's a Jeep, right? That's what we do. We make things work. So switch is going away. Bye-bye. We're gonna bypass it all together, and hopefully my kids won't operate the window when the trunk is in a down position. If they do, well, they're gonna buy me another window with all their allowance. All right, here's what we're gonna do. So I have the harness out. I did jumper it. Originally I made this long one when I was testing things. I made a shorter one, a couple blade connectors and some wire, and crimped it in. I'm gonna tape it all up so it's nice and clean, and try to keep some water and any corrosion out of there, because Lord knows I have the insulators are horrible and don't exist. That'll be another time. So right now, basically my plan, I don't just want a hole in the back, so I do want to keep it closed. Went to the hardware store, Fleet Farm, whatever, and got some plexiglass. I guess you could use steel, but it might rust unless it's stainless or something. But this is easy to drill through. Zip ties, if you have a Jeep, you got a bunch of these laying around, I'm sure. So the plan is I'm gonna run a zip tie around this unit, create a loop, and have it loop to the back side of this, screw it in, and it will always have voltage going to the motor. So maybe down the line I'll figure out another way to, I don't know if I want voltage all the time to it. I don't know if it's gonna hurt it. I don't think it will. If it does, well, then I'm gonna buy another motor, I guess, and figure something else out. But right now, I just wanna make sure it works up and down when the tailgate is closed. Otherwise, this truck, as fun as it is, becomes fairly useless when you can't work the window up and down to open and close the tailgate. If your trunk looks like this, well, that's pretty average, isn't it? So that's the plan. I'll show you what it's gonna look like in a second, right before I screw it in, all right? All right, here we go. So, created the harness, zip tie behind the harness so it's not putting stress on the jumpers. This little plate, there's one zip tie there, give it a little bit of slack. Zip tie to zip tie like every Jeeper does. This little guy is going to slide right in theory. There we go. Trying to do this with one hand here. And she'll match up just like that. Then we'll give it a test. All right. It's on pretty secure. Very flush, close to it. Should not get in the way of of any activator as it goes up and down. If I unscrew these, I need to access my safety switch harness. It's right in there. The other thing I want to make sure of is that it's clear of any obstructions down in of the glass. And I know you can't see it, but it is. I wanted to make sure that the glass is right here, and it will slide in and out, free of the switch, which is the harness, which is tucked down in. And here's hoping it doesn't get caught, and that the window will go up and down. We'll give it a test in a second. All right, we're in the accessory position. We're gonna give the dash switch a check. Of course, my kids aren't out here to help. And here's hoping. And she is going up. Keep going, baby. All right. Sounds rough, but get it eventually. It's in the up position right now. That's all that matters until I can then start working on some stuff from the inside, or even when it's down. We'll take care of some issues then. But she's up again, thank goodness. All right, good luck. I hope it helped. And happy Jeeping.